Yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the 6 most underrated star powers in Brawl Stars. So these are going to be the star powers that people still don't believe are really that good in the meta. So I'll be giving you my reasons why, as I believe they're really good in this meta. So before we get into today's video, make sure you're using the creator code, and mine will be greatly appreciated if you use it when looking to purchase a new skin or a battle pass or anything else. And also I'm going to be uploading a best build video tomorrow, so make sure you're turning on notifications to make sure you're not missing that video. That'll be an epic one. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump straight into it. Right guys, so jumping into this 6th most underrated star power currently in Brawl Stars is going to be Jacky's Counter Crush. So honestly, Counter Crush is starting to make a little bit of a comeback in the meta, so it's never really been an option to use for Jacky when using her. Like, the Counter Crush has been really bad, but ever since they changed it, especially with the range, like the Counter Crush is actually a longer range than her attack, so it can be really good in those circumstances, especially when there's like an aggro brawler on you. When you see someone Counter Crush, you can't really afford to like, for example, if you're like a Daryl. So I was playing like a tournament yesterday and the opponent was using Counter Crush, and I just couldn't roll onto the Jacky because I knew I would have got absolutely deleted if I did so. And there was a couple of times where I actually rolled onto the Jacky, and as I said, I got deleted. So Counter Crush is going to be really good for Jacky. Obviously, Hardy Hard Hat's still going to be a really good star power for Jacky, but I feel like you can get usage out of both for sure. As I said, like, this range is really good, and it just helps with that additional damage. So I feel like it could be buffed a little bit more because, as I said, sometimes I still prefer to use Hardy Hard Hat, especially when I'm using like a Poco in my comp. You just don't get as melted nowhere near as quickly. But of course, like, if you're looking to counter the aggro brawlers even harder, so like the Mortises, the Daryls, all those brawlers that like to jump on your face, like Edgar even more, like Counter Crusher, there's no way that an Edgar can jump onto a Counter Crusher Jacky. So yeah, for sure, Counter Crusher is going to be pretty decent in this meta. As I said, I'm going for the trick shot and I fail it. Rip. That was a rip. Literally every single time I record with randoms, they just go to the full minute. Like, the games ever go quickly when I'm playing with randoms. It always either goes to overtime or the full 2 minutes 30. Like, my randoms are just incapable of actually scoring 2 goals. This BB, I don't know what she's doing. She's chilling by our goal. I don't think that's really ever going to work, especially when I'm respawning. So again, like, this Eggos, they're not going to stand a chance. So if this max actually speeds us up, we should be able to score this pretty easy. So yeah, that's going to be 6th most underrated star power in Brawl Stars. Let's hop into number 5. Alright guys, so jumping into the 5th most underrated star power currently in Brawl Stars, it's going to be Pam's Mama Squeeze star power. So people still don't really understand how to use this star power. So a lot of the times with this, I absolutely love this star power. And as I said, not many people actually know how OP it is. So with Pam, when you go aggressive with the turret, a lot of times you can confirm kills so easily if you use this star power, and I absolutely love it. So I'll wait for both of these guys to respawn, and I'll just literally chuck this turret in their face because they can't stand in it. It's so toxic. They can't stand inside my turret. They're going to take 800 damage, and that is a lot of damage to take. So exactly as I said, you want to be going so aggro with this turret. You're going to be confirming so many more kills. I love his star power, but people just seem to not understand how to use it properly. So I'm going to heal up here. I didn't get a chance really to get any benefits out of my star power there, but again, they just can't stand behind this wall, so just going to take damage. It's such a toxic star power, and I think without it, Pam honestly wouldn't really be the best in the meta. So this star power is one of the good things about her. So yeah, my turret is going to be taken down to Shelly because she's probably unaware that my turret actually does damage, and exactly that is the perfect like example of getting that kill. Is that Poco was like 780 damage. I chuck the turret, it confirms the kill straight away. So that's going to be the 5th most underrated star power in Brawl Stars. Let's hop into number 4. Alright guys, so jumping into the 4th most underrated star power in Brawl Stars, it's going to be Dynamite's Demolition star power. So I see a bunch of Dynamites that love using Dynamite Jump. Don't get me wrong, it can be cool for clips, but Demolition, I feel like it's underrated because of how many people like the Dynamite Jump clips. Like, Demolition can one-shot so many different brawlers in this meta. It's insane. Like 4,000 damage for an entire super. Majority of the time, it should be kind of easy to hit. Like, I don't want to jinx myself because I'm probably going to miss like every single super in this video. But as I said, majority of the time, it's going to be easy to hit, especially on those squishy brawlers like the spikes, the throwers, the enemy Dynamites. You're going to be able to one-shot them with that Demolition star power. I feel like it's really, really OP. Especially like pro players. I feel like every single pro player, if Dynamite was ever used in competitive, would use a Demolition. And especially, there is a tournament called Brawl League where there's only like a small pool of players, and SK versus Clash, both players actually used Dynamite and both were using Demolition. So it just goes to show like what is the better star power in the opinions of the pros. So we should be able to kill this Dynamite pretty easily here, and we should be able to score. There's no way Mortis should be able to kill us here. Oh, that was close. He nearly actually chained his bats to kill us, but that's enough talking about Dynamite, because I know the second I talk about Dynamite, there's just going to be a bunch of angry comments because everyone loves him, and so do I, but he's kind of trash. So yeah, both people using PSG Dynamite, but I'm obviously the alpha PSG Dynamite. I don't know what I'm doing with that stun, to be honest. I hardly even try in these videos. I'm just throwing out Dynamite sticks like it's nothing. Oh, okay. That was really bad. But at least that Mortis messed up as well. Okay, that was kind of embarrassing. I'm missing like every single stun. I'm missing all the supers, but it doesn't really matter because, as I said, the commentary is the most important thing on these live videos, and I always play trash. You guys know I play so bad in these videos. So 40 seconds left. Hopefully we can close out the win here, but I just know my randoms are just prone to making so many errors. Edgar, yeah, it's fine, Edgar. Just leave me alone with his Mortis. As long as you score, it should be fine. Oh no, where is the Edgar? He's going to die to the tower. Edgar can easily stay on this Mortis and hard counter him quite easily. 20 seconds left. Okay, Edgar, protect me, please. Don't run away from me. I like being protected, okay? Dynamite, he's using jump, so I know I can't die. That Mortis, he's probably going to get one-shotted there, and just like that, Demolition showing why it's so good and so underrated. So that's going to be the 4th most underrated star power currently in Brawl Stars. Let's hop into number 3. Alright guys, so jumping into the 3rd most underrated star power in Brawl Stars, it's going to be Power Grab on Frank. And honestly, I've hardly seen any pro players use Power Grab, and I think in the future we might be seeing it a lot more, because in those Frank versus Frank interactions, Power Grab's always going to be the victor, especially if they get that first kill a lot of the times. Honestly, I think this star power is really underrated, because ever since Frank got that small increase in the damage, it's going to do a lot more. So I'm going to get wrecked by this Edgar, but look at that, 2.6k damage with a single Frank shot, and it lasts for 12 seconds, so it lasts for a very long time. Fortunately, our BB's not going to be able to score that, but just look at that, 2.6k damage. That's 5.2k with 2 shots with Frank, and especially when he got the HP buff as well. Frank still is basically 10k HP, so as I said, I feel like it's been really underrated. I've not really used it myself too often, because Frank isn't used for the most part in the meta, but in those Frank 1v1 interactions, it's going to be really good. So again, look at that, actually no, I didn't even get confirmed a kill. That's the only problem with it. Like, I think if Frank I don't know, like, Power Grab should be able to be activated in some different way, because for me, sometimes a lot of kills can get stolen, so I can't completely get the value out of it, but I want to. But as I said, it is pretty underrated right now. It does a lot of damage ever since he got the damage buff as well. I feel like it's been slept on, so we might see this return to the meta. So that's going to be the 3rd most underrated, in my opinion. Let's hop into number 2. Alright guys, so jumping into the 2nd most underrated star power currently, it is Overgrowth on Sprout. So I'm playing a bit of a showdown because my Sprout is really low in trophies, so probably the gameplay to show it on a 3v3 is going to be a little bit trash. So I'm just going to play some showdown, because I don't really play showdown too much, but Overgrowth on Sprout is secretly really OP. Like, a lot of pro players are starting to use this, especially on those longer range maps. Like, a lot of the time you can just easily consistently hit your shots, but just with Overgrowth, it can just cause so much more pressure every 5 seconds. I know it's still quite a long time, but you can just guarantee a shot, especially around the corners, and especially over the wall as well. And what a lot of people are doing as well, like if you've watched a lot of competitive, or just like been playing like the longer range maps, for example like Backyard Bowl, you'll know there's a lot of 8-bit. And one cool thing about Sprout, that's a really cool like technical thing, say like there's an 8-bit turret or any type of turret behind a wall, with Overgrowth every 5 seconds you can actually shoot through the wall and destroy that turret. So that's why I think it's really underrated. Not many people actually know of this mechanic. And like, as I said, all you have to do is literally, as you see, I'll probably just stand here, and you can see like the shots should be able to go through a wall a little bit, and so only like 3 shots it should take from Sprout to destroy like an 8-bit turret or like a PAM turret or something like that. That's why I think it's just so underrated. Like, people are kind of sleeping on it. Like, the other stop out for Sprout's gonna be really good, but in places where you won't really use Sprout, Overgrowth is secretly, and even with the damage knife that he got, Sprout is still pretty OP. So let's try and end this game now. I've just been talking for a long time about why I think he's good, but yeah, Sprout already such a strong brawler, so as long as you keep your range with him, you can just demolish people with this Overgrowth. So yeah, this guy's gonna go down easily. 24 HP. Nice, I'm able to get him down, even though he got a super on me. And we should be able to easily win this game. 3 people left. just Virgin down there. He's going to get taken down in a second here. Yep, he's going to get taken down. I'm going to eat my bush. And there's just going to be a Pam left. So, yeah, that's going to be an easy win for us. I should be able to just auto-aim here, take her down. So, that's going to be the second most underrated. Let's hop into the most underrated. All right, guys, so jumping into the most underrated star power currently in Brawl Stars. We actually have a mirror matchup. What? Okay, that's kind of crazy. But as I was saying, Screeching Solo Poco. Like, you guys might still think it's a meme. And honestly, I don't know whether you guys even think it's that good, because a lot of the time people still think it's a meme. But honestly, Screeching Solo Poco is a really good star power. Ever since Poco got his super from 4 hits, honestly, you can play him as a solo brawler. Like, literally, you could just run up. I'm going to get deleted there because, unfortunately, my BB is just getting wrecked by this Mortis. But a lot of the times, people are using Poco without tanks with Screeching Solo. It's so good, especially with, like, a Max or something aggro. You can chain your supers so easily now, ever since the change. So I don't think we're going to be able to stop this, unfortunately, because my teammates are getting wrecked in the 1v1 scenarios. And I think they've both got star power now. BB's got star power, but she's still getting wrecked. So yeah, I'm just going to use my super. I can literally, in 2 shots, get my super back, which is the most OP thing about it. And a lot of times, people don't actually expect Screeching Solo Poco, which for me is quite funny. As I said, so many people are actually using it now. Let's try. Oh, so close to getting that off. Nice save there by our Mortis. Oh, I held my breath then. I thought Poco was going to sneak that in. But yeah, you guys probably know how OP it is now. I don't really need to talk about it anymore. So let's try and get some value there. It's BB really weak. Mortis probably going to wreck me from behind unless our BB helps me. Yeah, we're going to get absolutely destroyed there. So a lot of the times when you're using tanks, you still want to use the Capo star power. But as I said, you can get Poco in a lot of different archetypes. And different combinations with his Screeching Solo. So both star powers are really good for him. As I said, people are still really underrated. So I'm going to try and chain supers here. So 80 HP, that Poco nearly managed to kill him with the Screeching. Our Mortis is just holding on to the ball for whatever reason. He's probably going to get taken down here. Okay, no, he's not. I take back my words. OP Mortis. We love to see it. The no-hat Mortis coming in clutch. He's going to dribble it and miss, isn't he? No. Okay, he has some brain cells. I thought it was going to be fancy trying to dribble it and lose the ball, but he's not. So 30 seconds left with Screeching Solo. Let's see if we can get some more value. These guys are just sitting behind walls, which is clever enough. Mortis has his super, so our Mortis can go in here. I can get some good value, especially if they're all grouped up. Just look at that. So much insane value. And the range you have with his Poco super as well. You can snipe people across the map with his Screeching Solo. It's kind of OP. It really is OP. So again, I'm a Screeching Solo. I'm just going to try and get some value here. Already, both of them are really low. And a lot of times, you can just stop the healing as well. It's just a really annoying and toxic star power. So yeah, that's going to be the most underrated star power in my opinion. Maybe people rate it now, but I still feel like people don't rate it as highly as it should be. So that's going to be the most underrated. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As I said in the intro, I'm going to be uploading a best build video tomorrow. So make sure you're checking back tomorrow for all the best builds on every single brawler in the game. But that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.